Miller, much to Haining's relief. Confirmation that it is a hamstring problem which has seen Stephen Robb leave the field before half-time. Mendes. Wide from Davis for Broadfoot. Calmly done by Howard. He will say that he had that under complete control. Mistake by Kurt Broadfoot, one of the few moments that the St Mirren fans have had to cheer so far. Whittaker. Broadfoot. And the free kick goes to McGinn. Pushed by Davis. A decision that he didn't agree with. And that's why, right in front of the assistant referee. The unsung heroes of this afternoon's performance, Lee McCulloch. Relatively easy enough baptism into the centre-half role. Nevertheless, one that has acquitted himself in very well so far. Ferguson and Mendes attacking the same ball. It still broke for Adam, but he couldn't find Miller. Chris Boyd wins it back. Mehmet. Here's Mason. Ross will make his way forward here, but the ball may well beat him towards the byline. Did as well to get it in. St Mirren have offered next to nothing going forward. Just getting the bodies back now. Whittaker back at the side after long injury. Ferguson as well. Lee McCulloch. Absences today of Bagheera and Papach, we understand, will both only be temporary. Here's Broadfoot. Now Davis. Boyd. And 2 minutes will be added on at the end of the first 45. Rangers haven't lost an SPL game when they've led at half-time for 12 years, an extraordinary statistic. 229 matches since Hibs beat them, having trailed at half-time. Smith has made his way down from his lofty vantage point. And will he see a third goal before half-time? Miller. Mendes. Great link-up play again between the pair of them. This innate understanding. It's in from Broadfoot. And Boyd in the centre is claiming and winning the corner. Involved here, it was Broadfoot's ball in. And well defended. But at the expense of Rangers' second corner, which is the cue for Weir and McCulloch both to make their way forward. Adams ball in towards the near post, just took a little flick off Miller, still the danger not cleared yet. Haining has bought his side a little bit of time, and there was a shove inside the penalty area, which some of the Rangers fans took exception to. Still play goes on with Charlie Adam. That's a goal kick. Well, David Summers seemingly had a good view of it. This was the shove. Gary Mason going hip to hip with his man. And that's the last action of the first half, in which Rangers took a commanding, and some would say unassailable, lead inside the opening 10 minutes. Chris Boyd's 150th goal was the first. Steve Davis scored. 5 minutes later, Kenny Miller with a part in both of the goals. Well, it was routine, really, in the extreme for Rangers in the opening 45 minutes. Stark contrast to when these two sides met 6 weeks ago. Rangers leading by 2 goals to nil. Steve Davis among the goal scorers. His 10th minute goal adding to the early opener from Chris Boyd. Ross. Rangers' home record has been mightily impressive. They've won all but 2 of the last 24 home games in the SPL. Were held here by Dundee United, though, of course, last time out. I think conceding 3 goals in the process, they did perhaps show that there are some defensive susceptibilities, but St Mirren haven't even come close to being able to exploit them so far. Last touch came off Andy Dorman. Launched long by Weir. Boyd picks up another bang to the back of the head. Mehmet. And Dorman's stumble was at the most inopportune moment. Here's Weir finding Adam. And it turns Stephen Whittaker. Aimless ball played forward by Charlie Adam. Here's Mendes. Very industrious Portuguese midfielder who's had in so much of what's good about Rangers' attacking play. Away by Miranda, but straight to Miller. Just behind Barry Ferguson. St Mirren with the opportunity to break with Billy Mehmet. He's got Mendes snapping at his heels, and still Mehmet goes alone. Ran straight into Davy Weir. Davis. Boyd drops short and feeds Broadfoot. Taking on McGinn and beating him as well. Ball flashed across by Broadfoot. It will break for Davis. Murray guarding it back to his goalkeeper, who had to get it away first time. Dorman picking up the loose ball in the midfield. Here's Mehmet. Run back by Mendes. Boyd. And Miller makes the run. Timed it to perfection, but Miranda read the trajectory of the pass. Here's McGinn. Brady. Mason. Ross. McGinn. Well, he scored from that kind of distance the last time the two sides met. Couldn't beat Alan McGregor that time. And McGregor's quick release has got Davis going here. Boyd wanted the early ball. Davis didn't fancy his chances of squeezing it through. This is Ferguson. Davis, Miller, back for Ferguson, the angle's tight. He'll get another go, from which he nearly scored. Good save by Mark Howard to tip it away for the corner. Commanding header away by Jack Ross from the corner. Fall from McCulloch. But the offside flag is up. 5 minutes of the second half have elapsed and no real discernible change in the balance of play. Rangers beat. Sorry, when St Mirren beat Rangers at Love Street earlier this season, it was their first home victory against the Light Blues since 1986. It ended a run of 9 consecutive Rangers wins at Love Street. Of course, the last meeting between the two at that ground. St Mirren will move into their new home on the other side of Paisley in early 2009. There's a great marauding run forward from Broadfoot. Brady able to bring it away. Dorman. It's only got Mehmet in the centre, although Brady's doing his best to push forward and support. Murray. Away by Weir. Ball losing out to Potter. The officials happy to let that go. And then they do stop play and give the free kick to St Mirren. A foul on Gary Mason. And Whittaker squaring up to each other. And it has been a well-tempered game that hasn't produced the yellow card so far. Whittaker and Mason both just being spoken to. Haining. Miranda, oh, he's taken a chance, so too is Howard. Miller, what a miss. Franco Miranda on his weaker side, it broke for Kenny Miller. A real let-off for Franco Miranda. Miller, who had a part to play in both of the goals that Rangers did score, should have had his rewards then, but he looked a gift horse in the mouth. That was some miss. Broadfoot. Miller being Miller will probably put a chance that's 10 times as hard as that away between now and full time. Here's Boyd. Again, the communication left a little bit to be desired defensively. Whittaker fancied his chances of being able to get in between Potter and Howard. Mehmet was given the shout from his teammates to hold, but he couldn't get a touch on the ball to bring it under control. Here's Davis. Squeezed through towards Ferguson, who will still get there. Kirk Broadfoot. Ferguson. As Boyd was waiting. Murray just nipped in to knock it away before Dorman won the free kick from Mendes. Andy Dorman, the Welshman who burst onto the scene when arriving from the United States. Here's Billy Mehmet, trying to lock it square, and with three in the centre for him to try and find. I just presented it straight to the defence. Boyd. Now Miller. Miller going for the return ball. Howard came out, and that time his anticipation coming off his line was good enough to get in there in time and thwart Miller. Ferguson for Broadfoot. Davis. Mendes. Charlie Adam trying to find a way through. He kept his feet. In the end, lost his balance. Mehmet. And Gus McPherson's seen enough. He's going to make a change. As soon as Billy Mehmet gave the ball away, he signalled to the substitutes. McGregor's long clearance. Hayning. Brady. Boyd almost managed to get on the end of Miller's flick on. St Mirren are going to make a double change, and former Inverness pair of Dargo and Wyness, the two men who will come on in a moment. Craig Dargo, who's in the Inverness side that won here a few years ago. Just a couple of seasons back. Charlie Richmond's men supplying the shock. McCoy's absolutely furious with the decision that went against his side. Had the perfect view of it, the Rangers assistant manager. The replay certainly suggested that the officials got it right. The offside flag is up, and Billy Mehmet's afternoon's work is done. He's going to come off, and Craig Dargo will come on to replace him. And Dennis Wyness will replace Andy Dorman.
Andy Dorman is number 10, Dennis Wyness.
So the two former Inverness strikers coming on, and they will play in tandem up front for St Mirren, replacing both Dorman and Mehmet, who've had a fruitless afternoon. Broadfoot steepling cross. Just had Howard backpedaling for a moment. He would love to get one over his former employer, for whom he got into double figures before he left. Ferguson. Broadfoot. And he's continued his run forward. Back to him from Davis. And Combination of McGinn and Miranda were able to stop him. Nice turn by Brady. Ross. Now Miranda. Dargo. And he's done well, Craig Dargo. Just trying to set up Winus rather than take the selfish route himself. St Mirren come again, though, with Murray. Brady. Away from Mendes' lunging challenge. Still McGregor not tested. A little bit for Ali McCoy to consider. Good news for Rangers fans, at least Father Christmas is here. Here's McGinn. Dargo. He asked a lot of McGinn there. Away by McCulloch. He's kept everything simple, Lee McCulloch. And he's done a very good job there. Potter. Trying to hold it up and bundled over by Lee McCulloch. Just about the first mistake he's made. Lovely turn by Broadfoot. He plays with so much more confidence these days. Confidence in his own ability in possession. Davis. Miller. Can he rectify that poor miss? Nearly could. Boyd for Davis, and the flag is up. Well, having missed from extremely close range, Kenny Miller almost managed to beat Mark Howard from distance here. Just opened up, he got it onto his left foot. And then Boyd drew the offside flag. Back off the keeper, Boyd became active. It was judged to have been just too far forward when Miller had the initial shot. McGinn. Broadfoot. Stephen Davis. Scorer of Rangers' second goal. Miller. Boyd. Davis back for Boyd. Another outstanding save from Howard. Denies Rangers their third goal. Good link-up play between Miller and Boyd, and then Davis and Boyd. He steers it away. Mendes urged to shoot. And Miranda. He's only got Dargo up with him. He almost found him as well. Nevertheless, they're still gone 8 hours since they last scored. Miller. Broadfoot again found space on the Rangers' right. They have played him in now. McGinn putting his foot in. This is Gary Brady. St Mirren, of course, have made all 3 changes, with still 25 minutes plus remaining. The Rangers yet to make their first. Mason. Broadford. Or whatever the whys and wherefores of the decision that Chris Boyd made to temporarily break his ties with the national team. It's certainly been the catalyst for a vast improvement in goal-scoring form. His run has been extraordinary, 8 in his last 7 games. He's now scored 83 goals for Rangers in just over 120 matches. It's a staggering return. Mendes. Cut out by Potter. And Haining and Miranda almost left it for each other, although Will Haining eventually took control of the situation. McGinn. Past Broadfoot, who had an admonishing wave of the finger from the referee. And the long ball forward was too long for Craig Dargo. Well, Broadfoot was quick to wave a right hand of apology, both to McGinn and to the referee, but when play stops, he might well get spoken to. Chris Boyd backing in and a pull of the shirt there as well. And he did have his hand on Franco Miranda's shirt. The linesman well placed to see that. McPherson not happy. Well, Walter Smith said that the defeat at Love Street against St Mirren was still very fresh in the memory. 6 weeks on, it remains the only game that Rangers have lost in the league this season. But this afternoon will certainly go some way towards exorcising some demons. We'll cut the gap at the top of the table back to a solitary point, notwithstanding the fact that Southwark would have a game in hand against Hamilton tomorrow. Here's Franco Miranda. And it's blocked by Kurt Broadfoot. There'll be 10 wins, 3 draws and 1 defeat in Walter Smith's 14 games this season. From a Rangers perspective, what a good job. They beat Celtic earlier this season. Otherwise, the gap, if they'd lost that game, would have been 10 points going into this match. The problem that St Mirren have had, their strikers have all gone through droughts at the same time. Miller chasing down another back pass, which was chancy. Howard got it clear. Hamilton, who's on the bench today, 20 without a goal. Dargo has only scored 1 in his last 28 league games. Winus 30 without a goal if he doesn't find the net today. Here's Ferguson. Charlie Adam. Now Davis. Good balling from Davis. Adam was the player that was arriving at the far post, but he couldn't get anything significant on it. Brady. Back to him from Winus. Miranda. Mason. Oh, he's got lucky. It seems as though the ball ricocheted off his hand, but I think there could have been any intent. Ross for Miranda. McGinn. By Pedro Mendes, more frustration from the very animated St Mirren boss, Gus McPherson. Broadford that pressurises the back pass this time. Another industrious performance from the fullback against his old club. One back by Mendes. Spun over the top by Boyd. Davis. Adam. Davis is outside him. Breaks back Adam's way. Boyd. Hasn't had that many clear-cut opportunities today since taking his goal so well in the early stages. He just managed to get in behind Will Haining, who got caught underneath the ball, but couldn't start his fourth half-century of goals. Charlie Adam. He's had a rare opportunity in the starting lineup, and this is probably the best chance he's had of scoring. Davis with a good ball in. I think Adam must have given Boyd a shout. He came in front of his man. It was a great cross from Stephen Davis that went unrewarded. Now here's Miller. Miranda used his body cleverly. He's been hurt in the process. Play goes on. Miranda's going to have to continue because St Mirren have used all their substitutes. Miranda is back on his feet and at least trotting, so looks as though he'll be okay. From again without the necessary quality. Davis, Boyd. Broadfoot outside Davis. Miller makes a near post run. It's just not his day. And then Potter comes close to steering it into his own net. Well, he has got the spectacular in him, Kelly Miller. He showed that against Inverness. It was a great run, reminiscent of Whittaker's goal at Kilmarnock last week. They flicked it over the goalkeeper, but he didn't get the kind break off the underside of the bar. Davis with the corner. McCulloch came to meet it. Broadfoot will keep it in. Mendes. Look how much space there is for Stephen Davis here. Low-driven cross, which lacked direction. Back in from Mendes. The reverse ball ahead of Ferguson. And easy for Howard. Walter Smith, after that performance against Inverness, where Rangers led 5-0 at half-time, was frustrated that his side didn't go on in the second half and re-exert their authority. Might be the same situation here to a certain extent. 2 up in 10 minutes. And still only 2 up with 15 minutes to go. Whittaker brought down. And handled by Ross. Broadfoot. It's in the Scotland squad that preparing to face Argentina this midweek. Diego Maradona making his return to the country where he really cemented his international reputation with his First international goal some 30 years ago against the Scots. His Argentina side here during the week, his first match as national coach. Often involved. It's Ross. Nice take by Winus. Dargo gets going. Good ball from McGinn. Dargo's in the centre. And Winus! Well, that's as close as they've come. And it would have made for a very interesting last quarter of an hour. Helped on by Boyd for Miller. Almost showing too much of it to Craig Dargo. Lovely take by Davis. He's got the support. Charlie Adam. And still Adam. Wanted to get it onto his left foot, and it was a great challenge to win it back from Hugh Murray. Here's Brady. McGinn. Mendes going in from an awkward angle. Brady's free kick. And that's symptomatic of much of St Mirren's attacking play this afternoon. And Rangers will make their first change with 12 minutes to go. Nacho Novo, the player that is going to come on, and Charlie Adam will be replacing a straight swap on that left-hand side of the Rangers midfield.
And coming on for Charlie Adam, number 10, Nacho Novo.
Another substitute appearance for Novo, his 9th of the season already. A season which has brought him 3 goals. Brady. Squeeze it through for Murray, who couldn't in turn find McGinn. Mendes. Well, headed clear by Haining. Miller. Back in towards Davis. 10 minutes from the end of the game. Rangers 2-0 lead remains the way of it. Davis. Murray's crossfield ball for Franco Miranda. McGinn. Lovely play by Dargo Miranda. And St Mirren have one back with 10 minutes to go. And is that going to be the catalyst for the most unlikely recovery? And are Rangers going to be made to pay for their missed chances? Now Nacho Novo! Just wide. Rangers almost restoring their 2-goal cushion. Again, game that should have been long since wrapped up for Walter Smith's men. In from Winus, Dargo, fell behind Mason, Brady. Now Miranda. In from McGinn. Murray.